So when I look for headlines, I'm always looking for like the future and things as we should be starting to think about now. So I'm thinking about augmented reality and artificial intelligence and machine learning and the new platforms coming out. So I'm really into articles around that. So that's why this headline caught my eye. It's development of visual search. So I'm just going to read. So columnist Christopher Jones talks visual search, its current state, its implications for the future, and strategies for SEOs looking to capitalize on evolving technology. So I'm going to try to sum this up. I think the opening of the article, which I'm going to read verbatim, I thought was very, very solid. The arrival of Pinterest Lens and Google Lens has ignited a battle for visual search engine supremacy. Beyond opening up new revenue streams for e-commerce stores, visual search could completely alter consumer habits and purchasing decisions. In a world driven by instant gratification, visual search can open the door towards a snap and surf purchasing, streamlining the search interface. This provides a promising outlook for e-commerce stores to develop their product listing ads and online catalogs for visual web. While it's still in its infancy, and it's very important to note that this is still being developed, still very new, optimizing for visual search could greatly improve your website's user experience, conversion rates, and online traffic. So that was how he opened up the article and really stated the case. And I thought just reading that word for word was very, very solid. He then goes into talks about there's like 3 different types of visual search or image search. And we know the first one's like the one that's been around forever, Google image search, which is heavily relies on text. There's like a kind of a middle one in there where the technology is advancing, but the one where he focuses most on is this pixel for pixel image searches that enable that snap and search. So that's what the whole article is mostly around. So you go and you see a parking lot full of cars, you're like, I like that car, but I don't know what that is or how much it costs. You just basically take a picture of it and you search it, and it comes back with all the information about the car and where you could buy one. That's the idea of snap and search, and that's really being developed. Some of the tools that are out there too, like it gives you the ability to take a large, busy photo and really even be able to hone in on like one thing in there, right? So I guess Microsoft has some technology where you take a picture of a room, and you might say, well, I want to know what that pot is over there, so you can hone in on like the little picture of the pot on in the kitchen, and it'll pull up results that are similar to that pot that recognizes pixel for pixel. This might be what you're looking for. How neat is that?
It's interesting, definitely.
So this is something that's coming in the future, and then he does give some strategies. Again, just like when we talked about virtual assistants and voice-based search, the same rules kind of apply here. Just the basic SEO principles are still super important. He, even in his tips that he has in this article, he's still talking about using sitemaps and alt text and title tags and all the things that we know are basic SEO. You need to keep doing that. But the biggest thing you need to do is just make sure that when you are putting images in for your stores or on your website or products where you want the visual search to match up. So when someone takes a picture and they want to match up to yours, it's just really important to have really clear pictures, free of clutter, of your products and your offerings with all the basic SEO. If you do that, you're already starting your way towards being successful with visual search. And of course, as Pinterest develops and Google develops and more of these platforms exist, there'll be more ways for you to fully optimize and even advertise through those channels.
Well, I think if folks are getting more into video, if you're getting more into making sure you've got multimedia on your site and you're being thoughtful about that, you're going to be well positioned to take advantage of these trends when they start to become just mainstream, the way people are going to find and search for your products.
Now, actually, I was thinking too, I was like, we just had the conversation with Rebecca yesterday, and I was thinking about the owl, and that would be such a great example of a visual search, right? You go to someone's office and they start showing you the owl and you're like, man, this is really cool. What is that? Where can I buy one? And you just take your phone out, you take a picture of it, and that's all you need to get all the information, just to access. Here's how much an owl costs. This is where you can buy one. These are all the features of the owl. It's all right there by just taking a picture because you saw it on someone's desk. So I just want to share that one example.
Yeah, I mean, it also shows that we can be very intentional about what we show or don't show in the media we produce. Like even this webcast we're doing here, folks, Bob and I both have intentionally put a blue background so there are not extraneous other variables you're looking at. But I could imagine a world where we've purposely put a couple of things over our shoulders, a book
Hmm.
or an item of sorts to intrigue people's imaginations, and then have them want to zoom in on that and say, what is that? Tell me more
Yeah.
about and that's a caution for anybody else who has extraneous things in the background. If you're thinking that's just in the fuzz in the background or whatever, someone might zoom in on that and go, what is that?
Yeah.
And be looking up the book on your shelf, the little tchotchke over your shoulder type of thing. Crazy times.